On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to UW Fieldhouse in Iowa Volleyball, where tonight Iowa will take on the Wisconsin Badgers here in Madison. I'm John Evans. Welcome. Good to have you here. The Hawks are going to be able to use some support tonight in this sea of red. Iowa in all black, gold numbers. Wisconsin white with red numbers. Starting lineups for the Hawks. Joy Gallus will be your libero. Jenna Meitzler, Hannah Whittingstall, Jamie Marquardt, Gracie Gibson, Michelle Urquhart, and Malu Garcia. For the Badgers, Lola Schumacher is your libero. Cece Crawford, Devin Robinson, Sarah Franklin, Anna Schmreck, Yulia Orjal, and Charlie Furbringer are your 6 for the Badgers, 7 for the Badgers. A lot of those names you've heard for years. So I looked through a lot of fifth years, a lot of seniors. The reigning player of the year in Sarah Franklin. Not doing anything to dispel the fact that she's going to try to get that again. Charlie Furbringer will serve. She's the freshman setter. She'll get it started for us today here in Madison. She knocks it over at Joy Gallus. Off the net to Meitzler, outside to Urquhart, and she's blocked. Crawford and Schmreck. 6'3" and 6'9". I was joking with Mickey on the elevator. I said, what are you going to do? She goes, the first couple swings will be feeling it out. Well, 6'9" on Schmreck, his work. Number 1 blocking team in the country at over 3 blocks a set. Furbringer sends it at Marquardt. Not a great pass. Gallus steps in. Garcia off the block. Dug up by Furbringer. Outside to Franklin. Sharp cut at Gallus. Perfectly positioned. Outside to Urquhart. Goes sharp cross. She's dug up by Schumacher. Off the block, dug up by Marquardt. Gallus platforms it out. Tight ball for Urquhart. Dug by Franklin. Franklin will get another swing. And she finds, Hawks actually had a chance, but she finds the seam and scores 2-0 Wisconsin. Hawks thought the longer rallies favored them, but you got to get a swing. Give Wisconsin too many chances. Furbringer again knocks it over. Marquardt, decent pass. Meitzler misses connection to Gibson, but it goes off the platform of Furbringer and scores. Good swing there from Gracie as the ball was a little bit behind her. She was able to stick with it, put enough power on it to knock it off the setter. 2-1 Wisconsin. Joy Gallus flat foots it over. Good pass from Orjal. Right side swing Crawford, dug up by Meitzler. Garcia from the right, dug up by Furbringer. Right side swing from Crawford, goes over the block, Marquardt. Meitzler pushed it out to Urquhart, and she's blocked again. Crawford and Schmreck that time switched places. Schmreck was in the middle that time, so you've got a 6'9" block camped out in the middle, and boy, they are pressed well over the net, 3-1. Franklin now to serve. Urquhart, good pass. Meitzler behind her to Garcia. Off the block, dug up by Furbringer. Pushed outside. Schmreck from the right. High block, inbounds. Crawford, blocked, covered. Orjal swings it, dug by Meitzler. And Garcia had a chance to go for it and didn't. I understand the hesitation. She thought maybe Gallus would get there. But then she didn't transition into offense either, so do one or the other. 4-1 Wisconsin. Franklin right down the line at Urquhart. Good pass. Garcia sends it over the block, gets the touch call and scores 4-2. And actually that'll bring Kelly Sheffield to the table, and he'll challenge that call here as he thinks Malu Garcia sent it over the block with no touch. The StatCast person has it 5-1 already. Score is 4-2 as it was called on the floor. We'll see what the official ruling is. The next two road matches here and at Minnesota are the two of the more difficult vantage points that I have, as I'm well up above the court in the upper deck here in the old field house. It's actually a great venue. They've got some modern facility to it, but otherwise it's the old field house. John Leo and I were joking about it beforehand. If you were to do any renovation to it, I assume you'd have to tear the whole place down, because you'd never get it ADA compliant at this point, up and down the whole arena. But boy, it's a modern scoreboard hanging over the middle of the floor. You've got Jones Dairy Farm, Bucky's Balcony over to my left, which connects actually into Camp Randall Football Stadium. And so just a pretty cool venue from that standpoint. To my right, you've got the volleyball banners. To my left, you've got the wrestling banners. They're not nearly as plentiful as the volleyball banners on the right side here. Still getting the review at the table. Just a quick reminder, each team gets 2 challenges. If Coach Sheffield is right, he'll keep his challenge. Otherwise, he'll only have 1 left. Congratulations to Coach Sheffield as well. Earlier this season, he passed and ended up becoming the number one winner. Most wins in Badger volleyball history. I think it was 306. I'm trying to find the actual game note. It was 306 wins back when he got the win. He's since gotten a couple more, as again the Badgers come in ranked number 7, and it was called out. So no touch, make it 5-1 Badgers, give the hitting error to Malu. Badgers 16-5 on the year, 10-2 in conference. Franklin to serve again. Goes at Urquhart, drops it in front of her. Marquardt gets it, Garcia off the net. Franklin gets the dig. Furbringer outside, Orgel, big swing. Bounces it right in the corner. Beautiful spot there, deep corner. Short hop the line judge, 6-1 Badgers. Urquhart again, Meitzler behind her to Garcia. She gets the kill right down the line that time off Schumacher. First kill for Malu, 6-2. Garcia back to serve now. Float with the left hand, Franklin steps in and takes it. Off the net, outside, Orgel, power tip, scores right in the donut. Wisconsin's swim team is here. It's bad enough they took all the shirts off, but they are actually in Speedos as well. So interesting look behind the Iowa sideline. Caroline Crawford now to serve, 7-2 Badgers. Knocks it at Urquhart, good ball to Meitzler. Whittingstall on the slide, finds a perfect position in the 5-6 seam in front of a diving Franklin and scores. Dom fills into the game for Jamie Marquardt now. Michelle Urquhart to serve. 7-3 Badgers. Mickey comes forward, pops it down the line. Schumacher, tight pass, one-hands it. Devin Robinson's blocked by Hannah Whittingstall, 7-4. Tough set for Devin there. She didn't have any place to go. Whittingstall paid close attention, though, was right on top of her and just rejected it. First block for the Hawks, 7-4. Mickey comes forward. This time she floats a short one. Franklin dives in and gets it. Right side, Schmreck. High over the block. Garcia with one hand. Meitzler, Urquhart from the back row. Good cross, but Schumacher's there. I'm sorry. Furbringer's there. Schumacher to Orgel. She's blocked and falls to the floor. Whittingstall and Meitzler as the Hawks back-to-back blocks at 7-5. Natives getting a little restless as the Hawks get a couple in a row. Where does Urquhart go this time? Sarah Franklin covers the middle of the floor, and she is a great serve receiver. Bad pass there. Schmreck platforms it. Franklin will step in. She platforms it across. Urquhart, Meitzler, fills. Blocked straight down. Schmreck and Robinson. Hawk outsides are going to have to do something a little different. Carly Anderson comes in. She'll serve. 8-5 Badgers. 3 blocks already for Wisconsin. Anderson knocks it cross court at Urquhart. Great ball to Meitzler. Slide to Whittingstall. High off the block. Schumacher's there. Back row Franklin. Off of Urquhart's platform into the crowd. 9-5. Franklin with a back row kill. Anderson lines it up, fires. Gallus. Meitzler, back row Garcia. Good dig from Anderson. All the way across, Orzal in, tips it with 2 hands, fills with a dig. Meitzler, back row Garcia, she tips. Good boy, and Furbringer thought that Anderson was going to get it. Boy, that was a whole lot easier for Furbringer to go get it. She lets it go, and Garcia gets the back row tip kill, 9-6. Hannah Whittingstall to serve now. Hannah hops forward, fires it over. Franklin, great pass. Robinson on the slide, right down and scores. Devin Robinson, the Ankeny, Iowa product. Ankeny Centennial. Might be one of the last players in college volleyball that my daughter played against. Orzal to serve, 10-6 Badgers. Gallus diving play. Meitzler has the platform. Garcia from the back row hits it in the net. 11-6, another hitting error for Iowa. That's the 5th. Wisconsin has 3 blocks, but Garcia has a long one and a net ball. Orzal comes forward, fires. Gallus, bad pass. Fills has the platform. Urquhart rolls it over. Not a great pass from Anderson. Outside to Franklin. Dug by Garcia. Meitzler pushed it out to Fills, one-on-one, but dug up by Schumacher. Outside, Franklin again. Dug by Garcia. Gallus platforms. Fills is there. Block is there. Covered by Garcia. Meitzler. Urquhart from the back. Sends it out of bounds. No touch called. 12-6. Yulia Orzal again fires it over. Gallus, good ball. Meitzler middle to Gibson, but it was low, and she's blocked by Franklin and Robinson. Block number 4, 13-6. And that'll be the first time out from Coach Barnes as the Badgers on a run, 4-0, putting Iowa into some distress here. When it comes to your health, though, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. Every day, University of Iowa Healthcare is working to advance medicine so you can get the best care with more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state. University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. Yeah, Iowa really seeing what the #1 block in the country looks like. Wisconsin averages just over 3 blocks per set. Good enough to tie Louisville for #1 in the country. And Iowa has seen that with 4 blocks so far here and 13 points for the Badgers. And Iowa hasn't even seen Carter Booth yet, who goes 6'7". But you've got an outside hitter in Sarah Franklin, who's 6'4". Caroline Crawford is 6'3". Anna Schmreck is 6'9". Your short blocker is Yulia Orzal, who's 6 foot. And then Charlie Furbringer is 5'11" as the setter. So you've got some options there, but otherwise it is a big crew. Devin Robinson at 6'2". Iowa retakes the floor. Orgeal ready to serve. 13-6 Badgers here in the first. Orgeal pumps it over. Gallus steps in to Meitzler, to Gibson. She tips. Schumacher's there. Furbringer, back row Orgeal. Dug by Urquhart. Gallus takes it. Back row Garcia. She's blocked. Hawkeye side. Garcia steps in. Out to Fils. Off the block. One hand, and it scores. Popped over Anderson's head. Orgeal couldn't get there. Dom Fils with her first kill. 13-7. Jenna Meitzler back to serve. Meitzler knocks it right down the line at Franklin. Franklin now with a swing. Dug by Gallus, but raises the scoreboard. Outside to Fils. She's blocked. Gallus covers. Meitzler. Fils is blocked again, covered by Gibson. Garcia from the front. She tips. Franklin covers. Franklin with a swing. Off the block. Fils gets it in the air. Diving play from Meitzler, platformed over from Gallus. Orgeal. Oh, and thrown over by Schumacher. I'm sorry, by Furbringer. Great timing from the freshman setter there. As Iowa rolling all over the place. And Furbringer goes up, throws it over with one hand and scores. 14-7 Badgers. Lola Schumacher now to serve. Freshman libero. Iowa's called out of rotation. Boy, that just happens too much on the Iowa side. I know part of it is you're changing lineups and things, but can't leave early. 15-7 on the easy ace. Knocked over again. Urquhart, bad pass. Fils from the outside, off the block, dug by Orgeal. Slided Crawford, dug by Meitzler. Urquhart steps in, Fils off the net, sends it out of bounds long. 16-7. Schumacher comes forward, sends a floater. Urquhart, good ball. Meitzler, middle to Gibson. Scores. Good swing for Gracie. She got one-on-one there. Was able to score off Crawford, 16-8. Fils leaves. Marquardt comes in, and she'll serve. Jamie had 2 digs her first time around. Hops forward now, fires it down the line. Tight pass, flipped over. The Hawks can't get it up in the air as Meitzler tried. Hawkeye block wasn't really ready. Second kill now for Furbringer. Anna Schmreck back in. Carly Anderson heads to the bench. Charlie Furbringer now back to serve. 17-8 Badgers. Good strong cross. Marquardt, good pass. Middle to Gibson. That ball's up and over. Marquardt, Meitzler, Gibson again. It's another dig from Wisconsin. Right side for Schmreck. She sends it over, but Meitzler's there. Gallus, Garcia, sharp cross, scores. Good one-handed play there from Furbringer, but she couldn't control it. So Garcia gets the kill, her third now. 17-9, Joy Gallus back to serve. That'll send Whittingstall back to the front row. Gallus fires it over. That'll be Hawkeye's first ace as she knocks it off Schumacher. Good seam serve there between Schumacher and Orgeal. 17-10. Gallus again. Schumacher better pass this time. Schreck shoves it over. Meitzler, Marquardt, Urquhart. Schumacher with the dig. Furbringer outside to Franklin. Dug by Marquardt. Meitzler pushed it across to Urquhart. She's blocked. Crawford and Schmreck. Mickey's going to have to dig deeper in the toolbox right now. 18-10. Sarah Franklin back to serve. She gets the green light and fires. Urquhart, tight ball. Meitzler, Whittingstall pushes it off the block, covered by Urquhart. Meitzler behind her to Garcia. She tips, but Schumacher's there. Behind Schmreck. Meitzler pushed it out to Mickey. This time she goes sharper cross. Orjal is able to get it in play. Tipped over. Whittingstall. Meitzler. Garcia off the block and scores. Wisconsin making Iowa win the point 2-3 times. Sometimes Iowa's up for it, sometimes not. 18-11. Malu Garcia to serve. The freshman from Hawaii pops it down the line. Franklin, great pass. Right side, Schmreck. And if Hannah Whittingstall is going to be late, Anna Schmreck's going to have a heyday. Hannah's going to have to get that closed. If it's Schmreck on Urquhart, it's going to be tough on Mickey. Sage Damrow in to serve. 19-11 Badgers. She comes forward, fires it over. Bad pass from Gallus. Garcia, Urquhart sends it long, no touch. 20-11. Damrow again. Floats it over this time. Gallus, Meitzler, Whittingstall on the slide. Good sharp cross. That ball's in the air. Wisconsin's going to get it up in the air. Oh my goodness. Schmreck with a platform. Marquardt, Meitzler, back row to Garcia off the tape. She's dug up. Right side, Schmreck. One-on-one again. Schmreck gets the kill. Just not anything Mickey can do on a sharp cross swing like that. And Iowa calls timeout, trailing 21-11. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Iowa holding Wisconsin to 267. You'd probably take that. But Iowa, 8 kills and 10 errors, 5 Wisconsin blocks right now. As Iowa just not able to find consistent production. Iowa actually has 44 swing attempts to 30 for Wisconsin. 3 kills for Yulia Orjal, 2 for Franklin, Schmreck, and Furbringer. On the Iowa side, Malu Garcia leads with 4, Gracie Gibson with 2. 4 digs for Jenna Meitzler, 3 each for Marquardt, Gallus, and Garcia. Couple blocks for Hannah Whittingstall. But Iowa just struggling to generate offense. Furbringer, 7 assists, 7 digs in the first set. Lola Schumacher, the libero, 7 digs as well. 4 blocks for Anna Schmreck. 3 for Cece Crawford. Iowa retakes the floor. And Sage Damrow will be back to serve. Howards Grove, Wisconsin. She comes forward now, fires it. Gallus, good ball to Meitzler. Slide to Whittingstall. Well timed, but easy dig for Furbringer. Backside to Orjal, big swing off the block. Garcia's there. Meitzler, back row Garcia. Sends it out of bounds again. There have been a couple nights where that connection has been really, really good. And then, as often as not, Iowa struggled with it a little bit. Really need Malu to control the swings. Good, solid placement. 22-11, Damrow to serve. Knocks it at Gallus. Great ball to Meitzler. Whittingstall slide off the block, one-handed. Boy, thought they were going to get that one in the air too. Damrow gets one hand on it, knocks it towards Schmreck. And Schmreck, being 6'9", is able to make a long reach for it and get close, but couldn't quite pick it up. 22-12. Michelle Urquhart to serve. Dom Phils back into the front row for the Hawks. Iowa outside hitters right now. 1 kill, 7 errors on 19 swings. Urquhart right down the line. Schumacher, decent pass. Orgel, big swing off the block. Garcia, one hands. Gallus chases it down. Big high ball. Garcia platforms it over. Schumacher, Furbringer. Robinson's blocked again by Hannah Whittingstall. Nice job, Hannah. One-on-one with the block, and she took care of business. But, I mean, the difference in the match, Wisconsin has 3 hitting errors, and Iowa has 3 blocks. Wisconsin has 5 blocks, but Iowa has 11 hitting errors. Urquhart to serve, 22-13. Floats that one over. Franklin, great ball on the slide in. Schmreck fires it off of Urquhart, who nearly took out the PA announcer. 23-13. Schmreck with 3 now. Miley Chan in to serve. Goes at Urquhart. Meitzler on the slide to Whittingstall. Good sharp cross there, and Hannah scores. Good first set for Hannah. 3 kills, 3 blocks. 23-14. She'll now go back to serve. Whittingstall pumps it over. Schumacher, great pass. Good dig from Whittingstall. Fills from the left. Scores! Hawks made Wisconsin try to win the point twice. A great dig there from Whittingstall. 23-15. Hannah fires it over at Franklin. Tight ball. Right side slide. Robinson tips, and boy, that was perfectly placed. Gibson and Whittingstall both kind of going for it, but neither could quite get there. Set point Wisconsin, 24-15. Orzal, Urquhart, Meitzler, Phils. Blocked, covered by Phils. Urquhart, platformed over by Gibson. Look out here. Robinson, dug by Garcia. Gallus behind her to Phils. What can Dom do? Sends it over the in-line, no touch. 25-15. Wisconsin takes the first on the 12th hitting error for the Hawkeyes in set 1. Badgers got out early. Just kind of stiff-armed Iowa the whole way. We'll take 2 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you are in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty. For all your real estate needs, call 319-631-5455.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar, because we got
no ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty sidekick and sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand breaded, down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
From coin flip to final whistle, show your diehard passion for your Iowa Hawkeyes all season long with your favorite black and gold gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from Niall Kinnick Stadium or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Hawkeyes branded gear from the Shields Fan Shop. Visit us at your local Shields or Shields.com, and let's cheer on the Hawkeyes. Shields, proud partner of Iowa athletics and football fans everywhere.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great. But for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making, they're in to help you through all of it. Because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Welcome back to UW Fieldhouse. I'm John Evans. Badgers roll through set one over Iowa, 25-15. Thanks for tuning in as a pregame warm-up, at the very least, to the Iowa-UCLA football game tonight. An unusual Friday night's a normal night for football, but it's a normal night for high school football. Iowa out in Los Angeles to take on the Bruins on a Friday night. I mentioned in the first set, Coach Kelly Sheffield became the all-time Badger wins leader on October 24th, their win over Indiana, as he got to win 306 back on the 24th of October. See if Iowa make any adjustments or any changes to the lineup. Looks like the same starting lineup at this point. Same lineup on the Badger side of the line. As we get ready to go here in set two. Jamie Marquardt will serve to start set two for the Hawks. Good crowd here in Madison. Not a sold-out crowd, but it is a good, relatively full. When we got here 90 minutes before, they opened the doors and the general admission came running in. Marquardt goes down the line. Schumacher, tight pass. Schmreck hammers it out of the middle. Good set there from Furbringer. She and Izzy Stark, the freshman from Penn State, the number 1 and number 2 setters in the country, and they've come into the Big Ten and really shown that. Franklin now to serve. Urquhart, good ball. Meitzler. Gibson has to tip. Oh! Orgel knocks it off the face of Charlie Furbringer. Looks like she's all right. Tied at 1. Joy Gallus back to serve. Joy flat foots it over. Franklin with a good pass to Schmreck. High off the block, and that ball will ricochet into the front row. A couple Hawkeyes in pursuit, but couldn't get there. 2-1. Schmreck now with 5. Crawford leaves. Devin Robinson comes back in. Carly Anderson in to serve. Anderson takes her time. Now she comes forward. Urquhart shanks the pass into the scorer's table. Second ace serve. First real ace for Wisconsin. 3-1. I say real ace. Iowa had an out of rotation in the first set. That goes as an ace. Anderson again. Marquardt, tight ball. Meitzler. Urquhart, sharp cross and scores. Mickey's first kill. Good 4-4 ball there. She thumbed down that one. 3-2. Lola Schumacher back in to be in the back row now. Malu Garcia to serve for the Hawks. Down 3-2 here. Big high float. Doesn't get over the net. First service error of the match for either team. 4-2 Badgers. Sage Damrow back in. She'll serve now. She finally hops forward, fires it down the line. Gallus, good ball to Meitzler. Slide to Whittingstall. Good dig there from Damrow. Has to be platformed across, though. Gallus steps in to take it. Whittingstall in a tight slide, and boy, that is a fantastic tip. She ran the slide inside and then tipped it just over the net, right into the 4 spot. Hannah now 4 kills for her on 9 swings. Michelle Urquhart to serve. Alyssa Warden checks into the front row this time. Urquhart fires a fastball at Franklin. Low set. Robinson tips it over. Whittingstall slaps it over. Surprised she didn't get called for a double. Orjal's blocked. Covered up by Damrow. Orjal again. Blocked again. Meitzler and Whittingstall tied at 4. See where Urquhart goes with this serve. Went sharp at Franklin last time. See if she goes with the short serve this time to pull the libero up. No, goes hard at the libero, but a good pass. Back row Franklin. Dug by Garcia. Gallus steps in. Garcia from the back. Dug by Damrow. Franklin from the back. The 5th-year senior shows the freshman how back row attacks are done. Sarah Franklin with a hammer. 5-4. It was a good angle swing. Probably wasn't her most powerful swing, but angled it off to a good spot. Orjal to the service line. That'll put Franklin in the front row. Yulia fires it over. Urquhart, tough pass. Meitzler outside. Warden's first swing goes into the net. Iowa outsides with a world of struggle right now. 6-4 Badgers. Orjal with a float into the net, left it short, 6-5, first serving error for the Badgers. See what Hannah Whittingstall has from the service line now. Good solid serve, Orjal though, great pass, outside to Franklin. Through the block and scores. Yeah, when you heard me last Friday, we were in Penn State. I had Alyssa Klosterman on. When we head back home on Sunday to play Northwestern, just coincidentally, Alyssa will be back on with me. Urquhart, good pass. Meitzler dumps and scores. Reagan Coyle's out at the football game in California, so she'll be gone. And Alyssa's travel schedule just happens to be bringing her through, so we'll have a color, still have color at home, just be a different voice. Meitzler fires it down the line. Franklin, not a great pass, but she'll get a swing at it. She goes at Urquhart. Gallus steps in. Warden gets a take. Schumacher across to Franklin, right down the line, but the Hawks are in the net. Malu Garcia in the net. 8-6 Wisconsin. Furbringer in to serve. I'm sorry, she will serve. She's already in. Schmreck into the front row. Furbringer fires it over. Urquhart, good pass. Meitzler. Gibson tips. Dumped over. Dug by Meitzler. Gallus, high across to Warden. Chops it over. Dug by Schumacher. Franklin with a rip. Goes through the block. Hawks get the dig. Garcia from the right. Good dig there. That was Schumacher. Franklin now. Sharp cross. Man, that is a shot that not very many players in the country have in their box there. Not only does she go sharp cross and hit it on the 10-foot line, but it has pace. Gallus isn't too far out of position there, but the ball just has so much zip on it. 9-6. Furbringer knocks it over. Urquhart, Meitzler, Garcia shoves it down the line, out. Iowa needs a side out here. (10-6) Badgers. Furbringer comes forward, fires it into the tape. Hawks get an easy side out with a service error. 10-7. Alyssa Warden now back to serve. Redshirt freshman knocks it over. Good pass. Right side slide off Crawford. Urquhart finds it. Meitzler. Garcia finds the back line. Oh boy. Orgeal with a great diving play. Schumacher was able to track it and get it up waist high, but nobody on the Badger side was able to make that third contact and flip it over. 10-8 Hawks. I'm sorry, 10-8 Badgers. Warden again. Schumacher, left side to Franklin, dug by Gallus. Meitzler outside to Urquhart. Boy, that's tight. Covered by Gallus. Garcia shoves it. Dug up. Middle to Schmreck, finds the back line. Boy, when you're 6'9", you don't need a great set. You're just kind of there, hanging up in the air. Flips it to the back line, 11-8. Schmreck with 6. Goes with 4 blocks. Franklin. Gallus, decent ball. Meitzler to Gibson. Through the block, chicken wing by Schmreck. Orgeal down the line and scores. 12-8 Badgers. Franklin fires it at Marquardt, outside to Urquhart. Sharp cut. She gave her own version of the Sarah Franklin shot, rolled it over the tape and found the line. Or found it off of Yulia Orgeal. 12-9. Joy Gallus to serve. Good strong serve. Schumacher though, great pass. Crawford, Meitzler with the dig. Gallus steps in, puts it behind her to Urquhart. Tries to go down the line off high hands and missed. 13-9. Carly Anderson now, she'll come back in to serve. Devin Robinson comes back into the front row. Anderson fires it down the line at Urquhart. Meitzler, right side of Garcia. She gets it right down the line and scores. Good swing there from Malu. She's got 6, 13-10. 6 kills, 7 digs for the freshman. Doesn't have a block yet though. Hawks could use one of those from her. She sails the serve at Schumacher. That ball's tight. Hits the antenna. Good news for the Hawks. Mickey was trying to get out of the way. Bad set there from Furbringer. 13-11. Garcia. Good strong serve, but a great pass out of Franklin. Schmreck. I don't know what you do with that. 14-11, Schmreck with 7 on 12 swings. Sage Damrow back in. Damrow fires it at Marquardt. Bad pass. Gallus takes it. Urquhart off the net. Big strong swing and scores. That away, Mick. 14-12. Marquardt leaves. Warden comes back in. Michelle Urquhart to the service line. Mickey fires it at Schumacher. Furbringer has to platform. Franklin from the back row. Dug by Garcia. Meitzler. Whittingstall pushes, and it catches the line. Great push there. She hits the back line beautifully with the left hand. 14-13. Orgeal cheated, but then Franklin cheated up, got over her head. Badger crowd, which had gotten kind of quiet, almost bored. Now back in it as Iowa won't go away here in set 2. Urquhart fires it at Schumacher. Good pass. Furbringer slide to Robinson. Dug by Gallus. Meitzler backtracks. Garcia from the back row off the tape and scores. We're tied at 14. Urquhart comes forward again. Mick with a float this time. Slide to Robinson. She tips. Oh, boy. Warden just couldn't quite handle it. She saw it, stuck a hand out, but couldn't quite get there. 15-14 at the media timeout. Iowa with a good rally to get back into it. Robinson with her third kill. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is responsible for our community being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments. From state volleyball, wrestling, tennis, and much more, the Sports Commission generates significant annual economic impact while adding substantially to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. Learn more at wegotnext.org. Yeah, big shout out. The Iowa High School Volleyball just concluded yesterday. Iowa City Area Sports Commission and the Extreme Arena, Iowa's home, which we'll be back into Sunday, did a great job of hosting the event through the week. 15-14 Badgers here in set two. They took the first 25-15. I think the more impressive stat still, Badgers with 4 hitting errors and Iowa with 4 blocks. So basically Wisconsin hasn't hit a ball in the net or hit a ball out of bounds yet. Schmreck with 7, Franklin with 6 lead the Badgers. Garcia with 7, Whittingstall with 5 lead the Hawks. 17 assists for Jenna Meitzler, 18 for Charlie Furbringer. 8 digs for Malu Garcia, 7 for Jenna Meitzler, 5 for Joy Gallus, 10 for Lola Schumacher, 9 for Charlie Furbringer. Got 4 blocks for Hannah Whittingstall, 4 for Anna Schmreck. And Orgeal to serve now. Goes at Gallus. Good ball to Meitzler. Outside Warden. Off the tape. Actually, it looks like they're going to give her a, yeah. They do call 4 contacts, no block. So another hitting error in the net for Warden. 16-14. Orgeal. Right down the line. Urquhart, decent ball. Gives it to Whittingstall. She wipes at it. Schumacher's there. Franklin. Boy, that ball's tight, but Garcia with a diving play. Meitzler pushed it out. Warden tips. Dug up by Damrow. Outside to Franklin. Whew. Malu was almost there, but it was just a little in front of her. 17-14. We've come out of into and out of the timeout with 3 straight for the Badgers. Hawks need a side out if they're going to stay in this set. Orgeal. Good pass from Urquhart. Slide to Whittingstall. Dug up by Orgeal. Franklin from the left. The triple's there. Hawks get it in the air. Whittingstall pushes it over. That ball never came over. Oh my goodness. We got a little rec league going on here. Garcia hits it in the net, and Iowa's gonna challenge. That ball never got over the net. Actually, no, the people on the court say don't challenge. Down ref talking to Coach Barnes. And he will challenge. 18-14 as it stands. Iowa using their first challenge of the match. I suppose your worst case scenario here is you use this as a timeout. I mentioned this when Iowa played at Nebraska. It's same sort of concept here. You know, the defense is so good from Wisconsin that, you know, Iowa hitters trying to do more than they're capable of. You know, trying to, you know, hit it extra hard, hit that line, you know, a little bit better. You know, and it leads to 11 hitting errors. But the scoreboard showing the finish of the play, which was Garcia hitting in the net, which is not what Iowa's challenging. Iowa was challenging earlier in the point. Did her ball get over the net? And it was confirmed. I'm still, and Iowa's floor players seem to tell Coach Barnes to not challenge, but Orgel to serve. 4 straight for the Badgers. It's 18-14. Orgel's ace serve now, boy. Tough timing for the Hawks all the way around. 3rd ace of the match for the Badgers. Orgel's first. She went right down the line at Mickey. Same spot. Better result for the Hawks. Meitzler on the slide to Whittingstall. Fires it off Orgel. Furbringer, great set inside to Franklin. Dug by Garcia. Meitzler dumps. Easy cover for Damrow. Slide to Robinson. Dug by Gallus over the net. Furbringer outside of Franklin. The double's there, but Iowa can't cover it. 19-14, 20-14 now. 6 straight for the Badgers. And that will get Coach Barnes to the timeout line. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. A lot of other action going on in Hawkeye land as well. Had Hawkeye wrestling versus Hastings. Unfortunately, I don't have a great way to track that. I think I saw Iowa won that meet. I think it was 46 or 47-1. Iowa swimming going on right now. They're at Minnesota, the women's swimming and diving team. Iowa women's wrestling team's also probably in a meet right now as well. Boy, the swimming and diving link didn't help me any either, so I'm not going to be able to give you any great updates there. Iowa football starts at 8:05, so still an hour plus away from kickoff there. Unless Iowa finds a way to come back here in this set or find a way to take another set, take the 3rd set, we will in all likelihood be done before we get to kickoff. (20 to 14) here in set 2. Badgers up 1-0. Orgel fires it over again. That one just sails over the end line. 3rd error of the match. 20 to 15. Hannah Whittingstall to serve. Hannah comes forward and fires it over. Schumacher, Furbringer to Franklin. Sharp cross off of Whittingstall. Boy, you do not have to pass well when you got Sarah Franklin on the left. Furbringer chases it down and can just throw it up there, and Franklin can create shots from anywhere. 21 to 15, Lola Schumacher to serve. Gallus, good ball. Meitzler, outside Warden. Gets the kill, her first. Good swing from the redshirt freshman, fired up there. Now, all of the Iowa left side hitters underwater right now. Meitzler fires it well long. 2nd service error of the match for the Hawks, 22 to 16. Gallus and Urquhart will receive Charlie Furbringer serve. Knocks it at Gallus. Meitzler Garcia. Good swing as the block. Something you don't see very often from the Wisconsin block. Crawford and Franklin weren't pressed over well. They drug it right down onto the Wisconsin side, 22-17. Garcia with 8 now. Warden to serve. Knocks it over. Schumacher, good ball, outside to Franklin. Block is there, back to the Wisconsin side. Schumacher sizes it up, and Schmreck hammers it home from the middle. 23-17. Marquardt back in for Warden. Sarah Franklin to serve. Furbringer takes a lot of time. Franklin is moving forward before the referee even gives her the full all clear. Off the tape. And the Hawkeyes just abandoned ship. Easiest ace serve Sarah Franklin will ever have. Mickey was transitioning to hit. Gallus didn't move forward. Franklin comes forward quickly. Urquhart, great ball. Garcia, dug by Franklin. Garcia in the net. (25-17). After being tied at 14, the Badgers put their foot on the gas, take the second set 25-17. We'll take 3 minutes this time. 3 minutes, Badgers lead 2-0. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar because we got
No ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty side kicking sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand breaded down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
From coin flip to final whistle, show your diehard passion for your Iowa Hawkeyes all season long with your favorite black and gold gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from Niall Kinnick Stadium or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Hawkeyes branded gear from the Shields fan shop. Visit us at your local Shields or shields.com and let's cheer on the Hawkeyes. Shields, proud partner of Iowa athletics and football fans everywhere.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Hey Hawks, Peyton Sanford here. Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa student athletes like me to support charities throughout Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Kirk Ferentz. Support Iowa's corn farmers by pumping up with Unleaded 88. Fuel your drive to the game with a clear choice at the pump. Unleaded 88 is cheaper, greener, and homegrown. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Let's go Hawks.
Welcome back to UW Fieldhouse. A quiet moment here as they honor cancer victims here. It's just between sets, between the first and second set, we had the cancer survivors from their starting six, they called it. Now they've got a cool tribute with a chair and some flowers and the I Play For. I think most everyone has an I Play For with cancer at this point. Let's see if I can not choke myself up on that one. So trying to look around the Big Ten. During the commercial break there, I was chasing Twitter a little bit to see, and Iowa's next opponent, Northwestern, on Sunday, who's 4-16, 2-10 in the Big Ten, hasn't had a ton of success since the Iowa match. Took set one from Penn State, so an interesting development there as Penn State 22-1, 12-0 in the Big Ten, drops set one to 2-10 Northwestern. Checking around elsewhere in the Big Ten. Of course, the one day I use my iPad for stats, it's a little harder to get the quick updates. Illinois leads USC 2-1. Purdue and Indiana in action. Charlie Furbringer will start us off here in set three. She fires it at Marquardt. Meitzler chases it down. Garcia, good sharp cross. And Wisconsin's in the net. Iowa might have their first lead of the night as Garcia has her 9th kill. Joy Gallus to serve. Joy fires it over. Schumacher steps in and takes it. Outside to Franklin. Man, that is just an incredible shot. She sizes it up. She's well off the net and fires it sharp cross into the 4 spot. Now she heads back to the service line. And the Hawks have miscommunication again. Urquhart and Marquardt. Jamie was reaching for it. Nikki was kind of there, but never got all the way over. 5th ace for the Badgers. Marquardt again. Meitzler platforms. Urquhart from off. Platformed across to Orzal, and she tools it off the block. 3-1. That ball's right on top of the net. You kind of want to see the Hawkeye blockers do something a little bit different. Franklin firing forward. Marquardt, good pass. Garcia pushes and scores. Franklin couldn't quite control it. Got one hand just inside the end line. Give Garcia the double-double now. 10 kills, 10 digs, and she'll go back to serve. Got into Franklin, not a great pass. Out to Orzal. Big swing off the block. Hawks get that in the air. Urquhart inside the floors, blocked, and the Hawks can't get it covered. Crawford and Schmreck were sitting right on top of Mickey, even though she was inside the court. 4-2. 7th block for the Badgers. CeCe Crawford now to serve. Marquardt, Meitzler, back row Garcia. She scores from the back. There we go. That had the connection you want from the back row. 4-3. Mickey back to serve. Alyssa Warden back in the front row. Mickey fires it down the line. Schumacher, bad pass. Schmreck will get a swing though. Dug by Garcia. Meitzler Whittingstall on the slide, off Franklin and scores. Hannah with 6. We're tied at 4. For Sarah Franklin coming forward as soon as the referee is blowing a whistle, Mickey's a little more deliberate. Schumacher, tight pass. Schmreck. Warden with great hands, gets the block and scores. Alyssa Warden, that looks solo to me. 5-4 Iowa. Got up and got it done against Anna Schmreck. Michelle Urquhart fires it at Schumacher again. Schmreck again. That time she scores. Took a little bit more of an angle that time. Went over to the one corner from the right side. Sage Damrow will come in for her. We're tied at 5. Sage hops forward, fires it right down the line at Urquhart. Meitzler has to platform, Garcia has to push. Furbringer tips and the Hawks aren't ready. Whittingstall did a great job. She jumped with her, but Furbringer just tipped it over her into the campfire. Badgers with the lead, 6-5. Damrow again. Urquhart. Meitzler pushes it out. Warden scores. Good start to the set for Alyssa. Tied at 6. Hannah Whittingstall now to serve for the Hawks. Warden got that inside Devin Robinson's middle block. Whittingstall, good top serve, but Schumacher's up to it. Robinson punches it off the high hands and scores. 4 for Devin. Orgel to serve. 7-6 Badgers. Yulia fires it over at Gallus. Bad pass. Mickey's going to take it on a platform. Warden inside the court. Goes down the line and scores. Great shot again from the freshman. Redshirt freshman. She got inside and instead of just settling for the cross, came back down the line. Jenna Meitzler to serve. Touchdown apiece here in the third. Meitzler floats it over at Franklin. Great pass there, back out to Franklin. Off the block and over Joy Gallus's head, 8-7. Lola Schumacher now to serve, the freshman libero. Gallus, great ball to Meitzler, outside Warden. Touch called, scores. Tied at 8. Alyssa with 4 now. She's back to serve. Knocks it over, Schumacher. Furbringer's blocked as she tried to go over on 2. Franklin, though, from the left. And boy, there's that sharp cross again. She gets set up off the net. Gives herself plenty of room, angles her body. She doesn't even challenge the block. Doesn't need to. Not a criticism, just she does a great job of why run into a wall if you don't have to. Furbringer to serve, 9-8 Badgers. Marquardt, Meitzler, Gibson. Dug up by Furbringer. Schmreck dug by Marquardt. Garcia hadn't transitioned. Tried to two-hand push it and Franklin blocked it. Asked Jenna to set it higher, but that's not going to help. You got to transition first. 10-8 Badgers. 8 blocks now for Wisconsin. Hawks able to get that in the air. Oh, good swing from Malu on that one. Schmreck platforms it all the way across to Franklin. You've got to be kidding me. She gets a great swing. She'll get another try. Off the block and scores. Anna Schmreck from off the court to my near side, sent it all the way across, high ball that Sarah Franklin just took a rip at. Iowa blocked it a great job, but couldn't contain it. And gave Wisconsin another shot, and Sarah Franklin made no mistake with that one. Her 13th kill of the match. Still no errors, hitting .419. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by Molly's Cupcakes in downtown Iowa City for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. And while we're at it, Express Midwest is Iowa's locally owned and operated ground transportation specialist who have served Iowa City for more than 37 years. With a selection of chauffeured black cars, limos, and sprinters, and buses, they have solutions for all of your transport needs. Check out their website at expressmidwest.com. Yeah, Sarah Franklin, 13 kills on 31 swings. She's got 5 digs, a couple blocks, a couple aces. She's hitting .419. Anna Schmreck, 9 kills. She has a 1 hitting error. She's hitting .471. She also has 5 blocks. Wisconsin hitting .349 as a team. Iowa hitting .104. Led by Malu Garcia, 11 kills but 7 errors. 6 kills on 14 swings for Hannah Whittingstall. We're going to come back out of the timeout here. 3 straight for Wisconsin. Charlie Furbringer to serve. See if Iowa can find a way here to get a side out. Stay in this set. Stay competitive here. Furbringer pops it over. Ace serve off Jamie Marquardt. And that'll send Alyssa Warden back in. She'll play the back row now, 12-8. 6 ace serves now for Wisconsin. Off the tape, Warden. Garcia from the right, off the block. She covers herself. Gallus steps in. Urquhart's going to get a try. Goes sharp cross. One-handed dig from Schumacher. Schmreck from the right, dug by Garcia. Warden. Urquhart with a good tip, but easy cover for Furbacher. Schmreck tips. Warden. Meitzler platforms it across to Urquhart. Misses just wide, no touch. 13-8 Wisconsin. Looks like Coach Barnes is going to challenge. Going to challenge a net call here, it looks like. Again, might be using this as much as a timeout as anything else. Iowa outsides right now. Alyssa, Mickey, and Dom. 9 kills combined, but 13 errors on 41 swings. So, okay, outside struggling against the giant Wisconsin block. Alyssa's been able to find some traction in the front row with Furbringer, but Iowa's had no way to get around the Anna Schmreck block, at least, and score off of it. Come back out, point Wisconsin. So Coach Barnes will be out of challenges. And Charlie Furbringer, 26 assists, 11 digs, so double-double for the freshman. She'll serve. Pops it at Gallus. Meitzler, Gibson. Franklin punches it with one hand on the cover, but can't keep it on the Wisconsin side, 13-9. Gibson's been good, just hasn't gotten a volume of swings. Joy Gallus to serve. It's 13-9. Joy knocks it over. Schumacher outside to Franklin. And she sharp crosses it right in again. That one was more in the 5 corner. As Joy was creeping up just a little bit. Franklin to serve. Urquhart, good ball. Meitzler, Whittingstall. Franklin with the dig. Schumacher, Orgeal rolls, and the Hawks can't get it off the roll. Boy, you gotta see that one coming. 15-9. Urquhart, tight ball, and that'll be a back row setter. Meitzler can't go up and get it with one hand. 16-9. Franklin again. Urquhart, much better ball. Meitzler, Garcia, blocked, out of bounds. Malu with 12 at 16-10. She'll serve. See if she can produce a service run here. Floats it over. Franklin takes it. Furbringer with a fantastic one-handed set to Crawford. First kill on 8 swings for Cece. 17-10. Cece Crawford to serve. Pops it over. Warden diving play. Meitzler. Garcia from the back row. Just misses wide. I'm not sure if caught the line or not, but doesn't really matter with no challenges. 18-10. Crawford. Warden. Meitzler. Urquhart. Tried to go with a heavy cross, but Devin Robinson was there, produced the block. It's 19-10 Wisconsin. Coach Barnes will use his last timeout. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. Every day, University of Iowa Healthcare is working to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. So does Iowa have one more punch in them, trailing 19-10 here in the third. The challenge for me is, will Wisconsin make a hitting error that Iowa doesn't block? What's the punishment if somebody makes a hitting error on Wisconsin that they weren't blocked? 14 kills for Sarah Franklin, 9 for Anna Schmreck, 28 assists for Charlie Furbringer, 14 digs for Lola Schumacher, 11 for Charlie Furbringer, 6 blocks for Anna Schmreck. On the Iowa side, 12 kills for Malu Garcia, 6 for Hannah Whittingstall, 27 assists for Jenna Meitzler, 11 digs for Malu Garcia, 7 each for Jenna Meitzler and Joy Gallus, 5 blocks for Hannah Whittingstall. Wisconsin hitting .364 as a team, Iowa hitting .075. We are back out of the timeout. Caroline Crawford to serve. She pops it over. Warden, bad pass. Garcia rolls it from the back row. Franklin, great ball. Furbringer, Schmreck catches the back line and scores 20-10. Warden leaves, Marquardt comes back. It's a one-pass deal if it works out, because then Jamie would go to the front row. Jamie, great ball to Meitzler, slide to Whittingstall. Dug by Furbringer. Franklin gives it to Schmreck, who will platform it over. Gallus uses hands. Meitzler, Whittingstall blocked off the slide, but out of bounds 20-11. Marquardt leaves again. Warden comes back in. Mickey to serve for the Hawks. Wisconsin siding out at 72%. Franklin, not a great pass, but she'll get a back row swing out of it and fire it off of Urquhart in the back right and scores. Sarah with 15. If you haven't watched I think it's called At the Net, the Big Ten special. If you haven't watched the Big Ten special on her, it is well worth it. Just her story, what she went through at the beginning of last year, and then what she ended up doing through last season. Unbelievable. 21-11 off the tape. Urquhart, great pass to Meitzler, outside to Warden, off the block and scores. Alyssa able to take advantage of a one-on-one block with Furbringer. 21-12. Hannah Whittingstall to serve. Hannah, great serve. Tight pass. But the Hawks lose the joust at the net to Furbringer. 22-12. Orgel back to serve. That'll put Franklin in the front row, so a great sign for the Hawks there. Orgel knocks it over. Urquhart, great ball to Meitzler, middle to Gibson. Diving play from Orgel. Franklin will get a rip. High off the block. Urquhart and Gallus run into each other. Warden has to roll. Dug by Orgel. Slide to Robinson. Gibson got tied up there, didn't see it or something. Was sliding to dive, and the ball ended up going just over her head inside the end line. 23-12. Dev's got 5. Orgel comes forward and fires. Gallus, good ball. Meitzler outside to Warden. Off the block and scores. Alyssa with 6. Jenna Meitzler to serve. It's 23-13. Franklin, not a great pass. Orgel from the back, off of Meitzler and scores. So the answer to the question, will Wisconsin make a hitting error that's not an Iowa block, is no in all likelihood. 24-13. Lola Schumacher to serve for the match. Gallus, Meitzler, Garcia. Dug up on the Iowa side. Gallus takes it. Meitzler. And the block from Wisconsin. Crawford and Furbringer end the match. 25-13 here in the third. Wisconsin takes it in straight sets. 25-15 in the first, 25-17 in the second, and 25-13 here in the third. As Wisconsin's presence at the net and an unwillingness to hurt themselves. Wisconsin 3 service errors and 5 hitting errors, and those 5 hitting errors were all Iowa blocks. So again, just nothing that Wisconsin did was self-inflicted. Iowa had to score every point, and Wisconsin just too good right now. And they get the straight set win. 12 kills for Malu Garcia leads the Hawks. She hit 108, had 11 digs to go as well. Hannah Whittingstall had a nice match. 7 kills, hit 412, 5 blocks and 3 digs. Alyssa Warden, 6 kills, 2 digs. Gracie Gibson, 4 kills. Michelle Urquhart ended up with 3 kills, 3 digs. Unusually low dig number for her. She's usually pretty high there. Dom Phils, 2 kills, 2 digs. Jenna Meitzler had 30 assists. 7 digs and 3 blocks. Joy Gallus had 8 digs. Jamie Marquardt had 5. Hawks hit just 087 on the match. Wisconsin led by Sarah Franklin, 15 kills, hit 441, no hitting errors, 15 kills, 7 digs, 2 blocks. for the reigning player of the year in the country. Anna Schmreck had 10 kills, 6 blocks. Yulia Orjal, 7 kills, 6 digs. Charlie Furbringer, 32 assists, 12 digs, a couple blocks, 4 kills, and a service ace for the freshman. 14 digs for Lola Schumacher, the freshman libero from Wisconsin. Wisconsin hits .394 in the match. Just an impressive number, an impressive outing for them. They needed to make it easy as they're going to be back tomorrow afternoon. Penn State, 2:30 tomorrow, so quick turnaround for the Badgers. And they will face a tough team in Penn State. You see, as I mentioned, Penn State earlier might have dropped a set, so Penn State will have to go a little longer than Wisconsin had to go here tonight. Iowa will be back in action on Sunday, starting a 4-game homestand, 4-match homestand. Iowa on Sunday, 2 o'clock against Northwestern. Again, I'll have Alyssa Klosterman with me for that match. Tune in, we'll have a good time as Iowa looks to get back in the win column against Northwestern. That'll do it for me tonight. Wisconsin straight sets, 15, 17, and 13. Take it here in Madison. I'm John Evans. Thanks for listening. This has been Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Cheer on the Hawkeye football team. Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.